discussion today on how we can protect our wildland, urban interface communities and our forests through proper management. Thank you, and I now recognize the Ranking Member Dexter for her opening statements.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today. Wildfire has always been a natural part of ecosystems across the country, helping to sustain biodiversity and forest health. But what we're facing now is different. Wildfires are burning hotter, faster, and more unpredictably than ever, putting lives and entire communities at risk. This isn't an abstract problem. It's a crisis, and we know all too well this crisis in Oregon. We've seen entire neighborhoods reduced to ash, hazardous smoke choking our skies, and families forced to flee with nothing but what they could carry. And it's not just the flames we have to worry about. A 2025 study found that between 2006 and 2020, smoke from climate-fueled wildfires was responsible for approximately 15,000 deaths in the United States. Vulnerable groups, such as children, older adults, pregnant people, and those who work outdoors are especially at risk. The science is clear. Climate change is driving this crisis. It's increasing average temperatures, drying out vegetation, extending fire seasons, and contributing to pest and disease outbreaks that weaken forest health and increase flammability. Nearly 1/4 of the contiguous United States is at moderate to very high risk of wildfire. This isn't just a Western problem. More than 1,100 communities across 32 states share wildfire risk characteristics with Los Angeles and other areas that have recently experienced devastating urban wildfires. In fact, 1/3 of all homes in the United States are in the wildland-urban interface, or WUI. These are places where homes and infrastructure meet undeveloped natural areas. That means millions of families are at risk, not just from wildfires themselves, but also from toxic smoke, displacement, and economic devastation. Some of the most catastrophic fire disasters in recent memory, the Pacific Palisades Fire in California, the Lahaina Fire in Hawaii in 2023, the Marshall Fire in Colorado in 2021, and the Alameda Drive Fire in Oregon in 2020, all share key features. Their triggers likely involved human activity, they occurred near developed areas, and they were fueled by extreme wind events. If we neglect the built environment, communities will continue to be vulnerable regardless of how well we manage forests. We cannot keep repeating the same mistakes. We need proactive solutions like Zone Zero policies that prohibit combustible materials such as brush, mulch, wooden fences, sheds, or outdoor furniture within 5 feet of structures. At the same time, we must encourage home hardening techniques, including the use of fire-resistant roofing, ember-resistant vent and eave covers, and non-flammable exterior walls and siding. Studies show that the cost of constructing a fire-resilient home is nearly the same as a conventional constructed home. Yet widespread adoption of these practices has been impeded by bureaucracy, limited resources, weak enforcement, and misinformation. The growing impact of urban wildfires is also disrupting the home insurance market. Between 2020 and 2023, homeowners saw insurance premiums increase by an average of 13% nationwide due to climate-related disasters. In California alone, 4 of the 5 most expensive wildfires on record occurred between 2018 and 2022, causing major insurers to stop issuing new home insurance policies in the state. A 2021 study found that applying ecological forestry practices to appropriate areas could lead to a 41% drop in residential insurance premiums and save $21 million per year in reduced insurance losses. Science-based practices like prescribed burning, selective thinning, and maintaining strategic fuel breaks have also proven effective in lowering wildfire risk. But we must also confront what doesn't work. Policies that prioritize corporate profits over public safety, gut environmental protections, or ignore the root cause of these megafires. In March, President Trump issued 2 executive orders expanding commercial logging on public lands. Logging operations that often leave behind flammable debris and remove large fire-resistant trees are making forests more vulnerable to catastrophic fire, not less. Annually, less than 1% of wildfires intersect with Forest Service-treated fuel reduction zones, indicating that timber harvests are not an effective metric for saving our forests. And let's be clear, The Trump administration's cut to key wildfire prevention offices have also severely weakened our ability to prepare for and respond to fires. Hundreds of federal firefighters were laid off in February, and some of them are hired back, but the broader loss of foresters, scientists, and natural resource managers mean we won't have the interdisciplinary workforce we need to fight wildfires. We have many great things to discuss today. I'm excited to hear some of the amazing, innovative ideas happening out there, but we must meet this moment. We need a comprehensive science-based wildfire strategy. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield back.
I thank the ranking member. Now the chairman for the full committee is now recognized.
Thank you, Chair.